welcome to our Saturday evening news. It's just gone 6 o'clock on Saturday the 11th of March, and I'm pleased to be back with you this weekend, and apologies for last weekend where things went a little awry and we had to do a belated programme on Sunday, but we are all back live with you this week. And in the news this week, could you spend a few hours a week playing games or doing puzzles with patients at Dorset County Hospital? Dorset County Hospital's volunteer service is looking for people to join its new activity squad, a group dedicated to helping patients take part in activities to support their mental and physical well-being. This could include playing board games, doing jigsaws, singing and other activities that patients may wish to try. Now, Hannah Robinson, who's the volunteer and patient experience lead at Dorset County Hospital, said, "If you enjoy spending time with people, have a good sense of humour and thoughts about how to support patient well-being, we would love to hear from you. We're committed to supporting our volunteers and we'll make sure you enjoy your time with us too." Now, if that's something that would interest you and you would like to get involved volunteering at Dorset County Hospital, playing games, doing jigsaws and otherwise trying to make patients feel happy and at home and giving them some company, then do contact this email address at volunteering@dchft.nhs.uk. That's volunteering@dchft.nhs.uk, or give them a call on 01305 255 351. That's 01305 255 351. Now, students from Weymouth College are to display their work at Dorset Museum on the 24th of March. The Friendly Society of Artistic Labourers, which is made up of students studying visual and performing arts, music and media at Weymouth College, will take part in the free-to-enter exhibition at Dorset Museum. The exhibition includes contemporary installations and sound artworks, fine art, textiles and print responses, live music and performances. Through performance and exhibits, the students have been experimenting with ways to communicate expressions of contemporary life in Dorset. The exhibition will be open for one night only on Friday, March the 24th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Dorset Museum in Dorchester. For more information and links to obtain your free ticket, it is a ticket event, but the tickets are free, so you do need to book a ticket. Go to the following website. It's artisticlabourers.co.uk. artisticlabourers.co.uk. Now, Dorset Council is encouraging residents to start planning their own street parties for the coronation of the King and the Queen concert. It will be celebrated across the country and marked with a 3-day bank holiday weekend from Saturday the 6th of May to Monday the 8th of May, with opportunities for people to be part of the historic occasion. You can find out more about the national celebrations on the Royal website at www.royal.uk/coronation-weekend-plans-announced. I'm sure if you just put Coronation Plans and Royal UK, you will find that. If you're planning a street party, you will need to apply for a temporary road closure, and Dorset Council can help with that. Head to their road closure page to find out more. So if you go into Google and put Dorset Council road closure, then you will get to the right website. Dorset Council are waiving the cost of road closure applications, and they welcome applications from residents. You need to apply by the 31st of March, so that deadline is coming up soon, just a few weeks away. So far there have been 17 applications for road closures across the Dorset Council area. Now, to find out what is going on across the nation, you can also check out the special Coronation website, coronation.gov.uk. The website also has an interactive map which will display events and activities that will be taking place across the country, including Dorset, and you can add your details of your event to the site. Now, just a reminder of the main national events. The coronation takes place at Westminster Abbey on Saturday the 6th of May. The Coronation Big Lunch is on Sunday the 7th of May, and a special coronation concert will be staged and broadcast live from Windsor Castle on the evening of the 7th of May. And on Monday, the bank holiday Monday, the Big Helpate is basically an opportunity for people across the country to take part in a volunteering activity within their community. And there are hundreds of ideas on the Big Helpate website, so if you search for Big Helpate, you will find that. Why not offer your services to your community and get involved in something on that bank holiday Monday, the 8th of May. Households in the Melcombe, Regis and Weymouth Harbour area are receiving a new guide to flood risk through their letterbox any day now. The guide provides the tools and information needed to prepare if a flood were to occur. As part of the EU Interreg funded project Building Resilience in Communities, Dorset Coast Forum has produced a guide to flood risk for Melcombe, Regis and the harbour area of Weymouth. The guide describes the flood risk in the area and explains how to prepare, respond and recover to flooding. It includes a personal flood plan, emergency phone numbers and useful links, along with information and visuals on property protection, insurance and flood warning services. Dorset Coast Forum is asking residents in the Melcombe, Regis and Weymouth Harbour area to keep a lookout for the guide coming through their letterbox and to, when you get it, to keep it safe. It's going to be a really handy reference guide for people in that area. Copies will also be available from Weymouth Library, the Weymouth Information Shop, the Park Community Centre, and a digital version is available to download from the Dorset Coast Forum website. A new flood warden group has also been set up, acting as the eyes and ears in the community for all things flood related. Now, I did look at the website earlier and it is a very comprehensive and useful guide, so if you're in that area or even if you're interested, you're in the wider Weymouth area, I would suggest popping along to the website I'm about to give you and have a look at the flood risk guide. The website is dorsetcoast.com/projects Weymouth-brick. BRIC. If you just search for Dorset Coast Forum flood guide, you will find it. And so it's a very useful document. It shows you the areas at risk from flooding and the high risk and low risk, and lots of advice on how to protect homes, how to respond, and how to be prepared for those sorts of emergencies. Now, the Great British Spring Clean returns to Dorchester this year. Dorchester Town Council will be holding 2 community litter picks on the 23rd and the 31st of March. The picks will start at 10 a.m, meeting in the Borough Gardens bandstand, running until 12 noon. The Town Council will be lending out litter pickers, gloves and other equipment for volunteers to take around the town and the areas that they need the most care with the litter pick. They encourage anyone who can attend, but those under 16 who come along must be accompanied by a responsible adult. Not just an adult, a responsible adult, they say. Every day, people face the problems of litter, packaging, bottles, cigarette butts and anything else that is abandoned, and it can end up in our oceans and endanger the local wildlife. By picking up the litter, we can all help Dorset spaces look perfect, help combat litter locally and make a difference in Dorset by getting involved with these picks. Now, if you're interested in these Dorset litter picks, you could contact Connie Hollings at Dorset Town Council by emailing conniehollings@dorset-tc, as in towncouncil.gov.uk, or giving her a call on 01305 266 861. Dorset Council has made it easier for people to get involved with these because they're providing all the equipment that is necessary. And if you are a local charity group or school or other community group and you want to do a local litter pick, then you can also borrow that equipment from the Town Council. If you're interested in litter picks and litter generally across the Dorset area, and you'd like to see what else is going on, then you can go to the Litter Free Dorset website, where you will find all sorts of information on litter and litter picks, etc., and how you can get involved. And the website is www.litterfreedorset.co.uk. That's www.litterfreedorset.co.uk. Now we come to this week's appeals from Dorset Police. Dorset police officers are investigating a suspicious vehicle fire in Weymouth, and they're appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to assist them with their inquiries. Dorset Police received a report at 3:52 a.m. on Sunday the 5th of March of a vehicle fire at the junction of Blenheim Road and Lancaster Road. Officers attended to assist the fire service, and following inquiries, it is believed that the fire was started deliberately. Police Constable Jodie Durkin-Jones of Weymouth Police said, "We are investigating the circumstances of this fire, and I'm keen to hear from anyone who witnessed any suspicious activity in the area during the early hours of Sunday the 5th of March. Now, Dorset police officers are also investigating a report of criminal damage to a home on Portland, and are appealing for witnesses and anyone with dash cam footage or doorbell footage or CCTV to come forward. The incident occurred between 4:50 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Wednesday the 1st of March in Park Estate Road near to the junction with Montrose Close. Stones were thrown through a front door of the address, causing damage to a glass pane. Police Constable Billy Taylor of the Portland Neighbourhood Policing Team said the victim was understandably left distressed by the incident, and we are determined to identify who is responsible for the damage caused. Now, if you can help with either of those incidents, as usual, you can call Dorset Police on 101. Or if you wish to give information anonymously, you can do it through the Crime Stoppers charity by calling 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111. And of course, they are particularly interested in any CCTV doorbell footage or dash cam footage from cars, which will help them with their inquiries. Now, this week there was an awards ceremony at Weymouth College where the Wayport Business Awards were awarded to winners in 13 categories from over 450 nominations of local businesses. Nearly 50 Weymouth and Portland-based businesses attended the awards ceremony held at Weymouth College on Thursday evening. Les Enfants claimed the Business of the Year award. The Weymouth Harbourside Bistro restaurant has previously won the Restaurant of the Year on 2 occasions. Posting on social media, the restaurant said, "We are absolutely thrilled to have won this award, which is dedicated to our hard-working team and, of course, all our guests who nominated us." The Secret Garden Cafe in Weymouth, which specialises in dishes for those with vegetarian, vegan and or gluten-free dietary requirements, came out top in the Best Place to Work category. The comment there was, "I didn't expect to win. I didn't even know what award we'd been shortlisted for, and I'm super happy my cheesy grin is in pictures, and that certainly gives it away." Now, the 13 categories and their winners were the Green Eco Award, Weymouth and Portland Marine Litter Project, Best Place to Work, the Secret Garden Cafe, Cafe Pub and Casual Dining, the Dorset Burger Company, Business to Business Business of the Year, Wonderful Weymouth Magazine, Leading Customer Service, Razzmatazz Theatre School, Young Entrepreneur, Chloe Thompson from Coast to Coast Country Cleaning, Health and Wellbeing, the Little Wellness Sanctuary, Family Business, Rock Rose Specialist Cleaning Solutions, Independent Business, New Image, New Business, Sarah Property, Leading Restaurant, Hall's Kitchen, Tourism Business, the Noth Fort, and Business of the Year, as we said, Les Enfants Terribles. Les Enfants Terribles, the terrible infants, I think that means. Plans are already in hand for the 2024 awards, with nominations set to open this coming September. So do think if you wish to nominate a local business for the Wayport Business Awards, and we'll give you more details about that at the end of the summer, so you can put your nominations in. Now, the Waterside Weymouth Community Forum will be holding its AGM at the Park Community Centre in Chelmsford Street, Weymouth, on Wednesday, April the 12th, starting at 7 p.m. The Weymouth Park Community Centre sits in the heart of the Weymouth Park District and is run entirely by volunteers. The centre aims to offer something for everyone, from sports and exercise to workshops and community activities. The meeting is open to all residents, and the forum is inviting everyone to attend who could help them run the charity. Now, if you live in that area or you use some of the many services and activities that are run out of the centre, please put that date in your diary now and pop along to the AGM in April. That's Wednesday, April the 12th at 7 p.m. Now, Dorset and Wilkes Fire and Rescue Service was called to a house in Netheravon, Wiltshire this week, caused by a disposable vape fire. Firefighters from Pewsey and Salisbury were called to the property and on arrival found a fire within a bedroom on the first floor. 2 firefighters in breathing apparatus used 1 hose reel jet to extinguish the fire. Station manager Darren Massini said the fire started after an attempt to recharge a disposable vape caused it to explode. One of the occupants heard the explosion and raised the alarm, calling us for help. The occupants were extremely lucky to avoid injury following this fire. He added that single-use e-cigarettes, or vapes as they're known, are not designed to be recharged as they do not have the correct safety systems. These disposable models should only be used once and then discarded. Now, for more advice on the safe use of e-cigarettes, you can go to the Dorset and Wilts Fire and Rescue website at www.dwfire.org.uk/smoking-and-e-cigarettes. Smoking-and-e-cigarettes. Now, the coroner for Dorset is seeking the assistance of the public to find the next of kin of a man who lived in Winterbourne Steepleton near Dorchester. Anthony Potter, who was 87 years old, died at his care home on Friday the 10th of March. His death is not being treated as suspicious and no police investigation is needed into his death. Coroner's officer Lucy Manuel said, "We have not been able to locate his next of kin. If any member of the public has any knowledge of his family members, please contact us as soon as possible on 01202 123 900. So that's the relatives or next of kin of Anthony Potter, who's 87 years old and died in a care home at Winterbourne Steepleton this week. And the coroner's office number again is 01202 123 900. And finally, in our headlines this week, Weymouth Farmers and Makers Market will return tomorrow in Weymouth Town Centre outside the range in New Bond Street, Weymouth. Following the winter break, the monthly market will see local food producers and makers back at the market from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. outside the White Hart pub in New Bond Street. A range of locally produced food, drinks and other made goods will be on offer to purchase, providing shoppers with the opportunity to support local businesses. For more information, the schedule of market dates and a list of stallholders, pop along to the Weymouth Farmers and Makers Market Facebook page. That's Weymouth Farmers and Makers Market Facebook page. Now that's the end of the headlines this week. Now, last week, on Friday the 3rd of March, 5 individuals who live and work within the local community did a one-day fundraiser for Weldmar and the Shire Hall Memory Cafe. With the help of the Shire Hall Courthouse Museum and the Cells, they took part in a different type of fundraiser called a Jail and Bail to raise money for those 2 local charities, Weldmar and the Shire Hall Memory Cafe. The convicts were put on trial and charged by a judge at the court at Shire Hall, Dorchester. Their freedom was only guaranteed if they suggested a minimum bail requirement of £999 was raised. Bethany Weaver from Ristock Group was charged with first-degree bubbly behaviour and said it was absolutely fantastic. I went into it feeling rather nervous, but at the end of the day, having raised so much money to help, I'm so glad I did it. Grant Theft Candy was on the charge sheet of Daniel Holder of Gung Ho Marketing. Scott Emery from Dream Cottages was charged with aggravated colleague ignoring. Now, Weldmar also had their own convict, with Director of Retail Gavin Anderson Terry jailed for the day for crimes against fashion. As well as Weldmar, money was also raised for the Shire Hall's own Memory Cafe, a monthly drop-in facility for people with memory difficulties and their carers and family members. We have a short video extract of some of the shenanigans that happened at Shire Hall last Friday, courtesy of Laura Bell, and this extract shows Scott Emery of Dream Cottages, who was found guilty of phony behaviour, his crime of ignoring colleagues' phone calls.
I've been provided information which is clear to me today that you have committed the crime of serially neglecting work-related phone calls, even going to the extent of mistakenly answering your phone and then attempting to impersonate your own voicemail, including the beeps. To make matters worse, we did attempt to contact you, our bailiffs attempt to contact you for a statement beforehand. However, we couldn't get through to you. Unacceptable and unsustainable. Clearly you're trying to accept the party your phone during this court case, so, jury,
Guilty.
do you find this man guilty or innocent?
Guilty.
Guilty. 100%. Not only are you found guilty,
Send him down.
not only are you guilty of the abhorrent crime of aggravated colleague ignoring, but you're also guilty of contempt in court. I shall therefore sentence you to imprisonment until you can raise sufficient funds to pay for your bail, or until you answer at least one phone call from a member of staff, though I find that highly unlikely. Send him away.
There we go, that was Scott Emery of Dream Cottages, one of those people who were raising funds for Weymouth with the jail and bail event last week. That raised quite a bit of money. I don't know what the final target or the final figure was, but several £1,000s, I believe, was raised for Weymouth. Now, if you've got any great ideas for fundraising events for Weymouth, Fiona Hansford at Weymouth would love to hear from you. You can contact Fiona on 01305 261 800. Now, Weymouth has to constantly raise funds to keep its facilities open. They need to raise £18,000 a day to run their important services for the people of Dorset. Yes, £18,000 a day. So they have got a massive task. So any support the people from the community can give them, because they are always there when needed for people when they are unfortunately in need of those hospice services, both as an inpatient and in the home. Now, Wednesday this week was International Women's Day, where the contribution of women throughout the world was recognised and led by the UN Women, a body dedicated to gender equality and the empowerment of women. A global champion for women and girls, UN Women was established to accelerate progress on meeting the needs of women worldwide. Now, to celebrate this day, Great Western Railways released a video after positive reaction they had from a video the previous year showcasing stories behind some of the women who work for GWR and how they have progressed in the industry. People and Transformation Director for Great Western Railway and Network Rail Wales and Western, Ruth Busby, who features in the film, said this year we are also partnering with Rail Links platform, allowing colleagues to upload their skills and help them develop in their careers by matching them with potential suitable roles. To celebrate International Women's Day, colleagues from GWR and National Rail, included members of Women in Rail Network, were also in London Paddington on Wednesday, where they had some stalls to highlight the diverse opportunities available in the rail industry to women. In particular, they were promoting apprenticeship vacancies to encourage more women who are early in their career to consider the railway. Let's have a look at this year's video from GWR and Network Rail celebrating women in railways.
When I started in the industry, there weren't many women role models to aspire to. There were hardly any women train drivers, there weren't hardly any women managers. I knew then that eventually that I wanted to do something like this and to be a role model. I'm most proud of my job as a train driver. I'm proud that I was one of the youngest women to ever qualify to do that, and I'm very proud to be a role model for women in the industry.
So we've carried on doing the development programmes for women, we've run our Step Forward and our Step Up programme, and we've restarted the Senior Women's Development programme. So within Great Western, we're just about to launch the Real Links platform, which allows people to upload their skills, and lots of people have skills that we don't know about because they're different to the jobs that they're doing at the moment, and that helps us to be able to approach them when there's job opportunities coming up or projects.
Yeah, I definitely say I've progressed personally, definitely grown in confidence. I'm able to work with loads of different stakeholders, internal and external. I'd say that the rail industry, there's so many different opportunities. You can work on trains, you can work in the office, you can go out and about and meet loads of different people, work on projects. There's just so much to do.
When I started with GWR 6 years ago, I would have never imagined that my career has taken this turn. I feel so supported in my career journey.
I started as a draftswoman and now I'm the Director of Engineering and Asset Management. We've got very structured programmes, mentoring, coaching, and it's really important that women reach out because there's so many opportunities and there's so many people like myself that just want to give you the experience and we want to give you the time to talk and share the ideas.
There we go, that's just a few of the women that work for GWR and Network Rail. And if you'd like to learn more about career opportunities in GWR for women and indeed anyone else, you can pop along to their careers website at www.gwr.com/about-GWR/careers. And if you're interested in careers in Network Rail, their website is www.networkrail.co.uk/careers. Well, there we go. It's that time in our programme tonight where we go across to our regular contributor Andrew Wright for this week's film review and preview.
Welcome to Wyke Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, Luther the Fallen Sun releases on Netflix, picking up where Series 5 of the BBC television series ended, with Idris Elba's brilliant but disgraced detective getting sent to prison. But now he has to break out of prison in order to catch a gruesome serial killer terrorising London. The film also stars Cynthia Erivo and Andy Serkis. The film releases on Netflix this weekend. Ironically, I currently have it on pause while I'm recording this, and so far it has received about 69% positive reviews from critics, with particular praise going to how it will appeal to fans of the TV series. I will review it next week, so stay tuned. This week, Scream 6 released in cinemas in a slightly early UK release. The film is the 6th film in the Scream franchise and a sequel to the 2022 revival of the franchise. The film revolves around the survivors of the latest Ghostface killings moving to New York to start anew, only for a new Ghostface to start killing again. The film stars Courtney Cox reprising her role as talk show host Gail Weathers from the previous 5 installments, and other notable inclusions to the cast include actress Jenna Ortega of X and Wednesday, returning from the previous Scream film. However, this will be the first Scream film not to star actress Neve Campbell as her character Sidney Prescott due to disagreements over the offer she received. The film is in cinemas this week and so far has 80% positive reviews from critics. This weekend, the sci-fi action thriller 65, starring Adam Driver, releases in cinemas. The film revolves around futuristic pilot Adam Driver crash landing on an unknown planet, only to discover that he is on Earth 65 million years in the past, forcing him to team up with the only other survivor, a young girl, in order to survive. The film is written and directed by the writers of the first Quiet Place film, which was a breakout fan favourite, and is produced by horror and superhero movie legend Sam Raimi. And I did check out the trailer for this, and I have to say that I don't really think Adam Driver either fits in with a action film leading man. But feel free to check it out, and then maybe let me know over social media, such as Twitter. You can find me through Wyke Regis TV. The film is in cinemas this weekend. This weekend, the 95th Academy Awards takes place in Hollywood, California, and honours the best of film from 2022. Films expected to feature heavily in winning awards are the German-language World War I Netflix picture All Quiet on the Western Front, Irish black comedy The Banshees of Inisherin, the biopic Elvis, fan favourite absurdist multiverse film, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Steven Spielberg's semi-biopic, The Fabelmans. As the awards season so far has been unpredictable, especially in regards to the BAFTAs, we'll just have to wait and see what this weekend brings. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I will have a review for Luther the Fallen Sun, and I will preview Shazam! Fury of the Gods, as well as recap the Oscars. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And as we say, a very interesting weekend with the Oscars on, and we'll see whether those films predicted to do well actually do well when we hear back from Andrew next week. Now it's that time in the programme when we go to the Met Office for the national weather forecast for the weekend and week ahead. And this week we are joined by Greg Dewhurst.
Hello there, welcome to your latest broadcast from the Met Office. Well, it continues to stay changeable through the weekend and into the beginning of next week too. Looking at the bigger picture, a change this weekend, looking towards the Atlantic as weather systems move in, but also milder air across much of the UK for this weekend. However, into the beginning of next week, the northerlies start to return, so we'll see colder weather sweeping back south through Monday and into Tuesday. The increased risk of snow in places too. Though we still have the risk of snow through the next 24 hours in places too. Band of rain across the southern parts of England stretching into Wales. Northern Ireland could produce a little bit of snow over the higher ground. Here temperatures 5 to 7 degrees. Brighter elsewhere. Best of the sunshine holding on across eastern parts of England, northern and eastern Scotland. Still very cold across northeast Scotland, temperatures struggling to get much above freezing. Big contrast compared to the southwest of the UK, Devon and Cornwall reaching highs of 11 or 12 degrees. As we move through into the evening time, this band of rain bumps up against that colder air, turns to snow for a time over the higher ground of the northern England. The Pennines could see a bit of freezing rain too. The snow piling up across parts of Scotland, we could see 5 to 10 centimetres over the mountains here. So we do have a snow and ice warning in force until 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. But just notice though, behind the band of rain, we do start to import some milder air. So temperatures rising through the night, 5, 6, 7 degrees to start Sunday morning across the south and the west. So a damp start across the north and east of the UK, some icy stretches, but these soon clearing away. And then the day ahead, well, it looks quite dry and bright across England and Wales, particularly in the east where we'll see some sunny spells. In the west, though, the cloud thickens and the rain moves in. So parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, western parts of England and Wales will see that rain turning heavy at times, but a breezy afternoon to come and a mild one as well, with those winds coming in from the southwest for most, so highs of 12 to 14 degrees. Just notice the far north of Scotland here holding on to that colder air, never too far away. Into the evening time on Sunday, the cloud and rain continues to push its way north and eastwards. The rain turning heavy at times, the wind starting to pick up as we head into the early hours, particularly through the Irish Sea. But you can see the bright echoes starting there too. So into next week, we will see it start to turn colder again from the north with the risk of snow showers in places. So it is worth staying up to date with the latest weather on our social media platforms and on our app. I'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much, Greg. And looking at the local weather, we'll get our weather app up. Here we go to see what the week ahead brings. Changeable weather, as usual, seems to be the message that we give. Doesn't show anything about snow there, but there is definitely a chance of snow towards the middle of the week again, following the information from the Met Office. But it's certainly going to be cold, damp and wet, other than perhaps Tuesday. So there we go. We're all waiting for that warmer weather. Maybe towards Easter it will start to get a bit nicer. Right, on our What's On section tonight, coming up at Weymouth Pavilion, tomorrow Jim Davidson, 17th of March World Master Strictly Ballroom, 19th of March Sunday Night Comedy with Andy Parsons, 22nd of March Dreamcoat Stars, 23rd Lost in Music, 24th of March Jimmy Carr Terribly Funny, 25th of March the Elvishes, and on the 28th and 29th of March the Ukrainian National Opera, with the Madame Butterfly Opera on the 28th of March and Carmen on the 29th of March. Now that's a national tour that's going all the way round. If you're into opera, then that looks to be a very good weekend. WeymouthPavilion.com online for tickets, or the box office number is 01305 783 225. Knowth Fort, they've got their what they call it, their beer festival on at the moment this evening. So you're a bit too late if you want to go to that, because that'll be well underway by now. But they do have their Science Day coming up on the 19th of March, Wedding Fair on the 26th of March, and coronation festivities are on the weekend of the 6th of May. Arts Reach have got a few things coming up. They've got Coracle coming up next weekend, I think it is. Combines the talent, imagination, creativity of three contrasting musicians, together with the trio fusing traditionally with contemporary in an exhilarating voyage which has British folk traditions at its very heart, cut loosely by contemporary classical and splashes of early music. Saturday the 18th of March, Millwall St Andrews, 7:30, and Sunday the 19th of March, 7:30 at Burton Bradstock. Also, another one that sounds very interesting is Cartoon Jazz. Playing the best in jazz from the cartoons, the Neil Mayer Quartet injects some yabba dabba doo into your favourite Looney Tunes, from Frozen to the Flintstones, Top Cat to Toy Story, The Simpsons to Sesame Street. It's jazz, but not as you know it. Following the successful tour, the Golden Year Jazz, Neil Mayer Quartet's latest project takes tunes from the cartoons and gives them a jazz treatment to bring to life a fun evening of wonderful music for all ages to enjoy. Now, tunes will include Spider-Man, When You Wish Upon a Star, The Pink Panther, The Flintstones, Someday My Prince Will Come, Alice in Wonderland, Sesame Street, You've Got a Friend in Me, Let It Go, Give a Little Whistle, plus some original compositions. Sounds fun. That is on Thursday the 23rd of March at Studland Village Hall, 7:30. Friday the 24th of March, Marnell Village Hall at Sturminster Newton, and Saturday the 25th of March at Winterbourne Stickland. Now, the other one that we've got from them is Battling Butlers. Juggling babies, toddlers on stilts, and teaching young Joey to ride his first unicycle are all part of everyday life for single dad Joe Butler in this poignant family love story involving the ever-changing relationship of a father and son double act. Using a unique blend of physical theatre, circus skills, original songs and live music, The Battling Butlers is a study of role reversal and the inevitability of change as the old order makes way for the new. Now, that's Friday the 24th of March, 7:30 at Yetminster Jubilee Hall in Sherborne. Saturday the 25th of March, Child Oakford Village Hall, Blandford, and right on our doorstep here, Sunday the 26th of March, 7:30 at Royal Manor Theatre on Portland. If you want tickets for any of those, just go into Google, search for Arts Reach, and you will find all of the information for all of those online, and you can book your tickets online. Now, regular church services this weekend, 8 o'clock at All Saints Church in Wyke, 9:30 at All Saints Church Wyke, and 11 o'clock at St Edmunds at Lane House. Our other programmes this weekend, our quiz is on tonight in about 40 minutes at 7:30. The stream will go live at 7:15, so you can get comfortable and find it. That's 7:30 tonight. Family friendly quiz, free for anyone in the community. All are welcome. And tomorrow, our March edition of A Year Gardening with Clive Gray goes out at 4 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. Now, just turning briefly to traffic and travel. There is a bus replacement service between Southampton Airport Parkway and Southampton Central and Bournemouth and Portsmouth Harbour today and tomorrow, so disruption there. Now, this week again there are train strikes on the 16th and 18th of March, and then again on the 30th of March and 1st of April. There will be a severely reduced service. For people in Dorset, there will be no trains running at all. The nearest you can get a train will be Southampton, with services running to central London to an hour. So if you want to travel further afield or get to London, you're going to have to get yourself somehow to Southampton to catch a train. So that's not looking good. Roadworks likely to cause disruption in the week ahead. The junction of Lanehouse Rocks Road and Fremantle Road, that continues. High Street Wyke, there's some work by Water Company and Dawlish Crescent. Rodwell Road, King Street, Dorset Road, the A354 Weymouth Relief Road, and Church Street Upway. There we go. Well, that brings us to the end of this week's programme. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good weekend and a good week ahead. Of course, if you've got any news stories, fundraising or activities or anything else you want to share with us for our programme next week, do drop us a line at news@wykeregis.tv. We are always pleased to hear from anyone in the community with any news or any activities or events that are coming up, particularly with the Jubilee coming up. Anyway, I will look forward to being back with you next week. I'll say good night and see you soon. Good night.